Okay, good morning, everyone. We're going to work on place value today, especially with decimals. And so I kind of got this chart that'll show you obviously what place value is. So you have, this one just has the ones column, which is a whole number. Then you have the decimal, tenths, hundreds, and thousands. And what I've done is over here, I kind of did the same thing. So for example, let's just start with a number. And if I put it up here, say we have 3.287. Okay, so we'll put that, I'll move this down. The 3 is going to go on the ones. Then you have 2 tenths, 8 hundredths, and 7 thousandths. Okay, one way to think about this, you guys, is if we did 3 times 1, you would get the 3. And the tenth is 1 over 10. That's a tenth. So it would be 2 times 1/10. The 8 would be 1 over 100, and that would be times 8. And this is the 7, and that would be 1 over 1,000, because that's a thousandths, times 7. So what this is called is a scientific notation. So this is basically what it would look like. That's this number. It's 3 and 287 thousandths. Okay, so each basically, the tenth is always 1 over 10, hundredths is 1 over 100, and the thousandths is 1 over 1,000. So if I went back to our sheet here, the 3 would go in the ones column. 8, or I have a 2 there. Yeah, it would be a 2 would go in the second. The 8 would be in the hundreds, and the 7 would be in the thousands. Okay, so basically this chart just tells you the place value of each number, especially to the right of the decimals. Okay, the ones I think you guys understand, and then the tenths. So if I basically did one more column here, over here, let me erase this. Oops. Like the tenths would go right here. So if you had a 10, if it was 83, that would be 8 times 10, 3 times 1. So let's do another one. And I'll try to move the ones here. And then the tens will be right here. Okay. And let's erase all this. So let's say we have 75 point, we'll say 3, 4, 1. How that would read is 75 and 341 thousandths. So you'd put the 7 down in the tens, the 5 right here, 3 in the tens, 4 in the hundredths, and 1 in the thousands. Now, if I ask you scientific notation, you would do 7 times 10, 5 times 1. Then the tenths, remember, it's 1 over 10, that's a tenth. 3 times that. In the hundreds, it'd be 1 over 100. That'd be 4 times that. In the thousands, it's 1 over 1,000, and it would just be 1 times that. So that would be the scientific notation. Just if for money sense, you guys, if you want to think about it one way, the tenth is like a dime. It's 1/10 of a dollar. Okay, and the hundredth would be a penny. That's 1/100th of a dollar. So this one would be 4 pennies. This would be 3 dimes. Okay. We'll do one more just so you get an idea. And just remember, you can always just fill in the chart, and this only has the ones, and it goes to the thousands. Okay, so we'll do one more together. Let me erase all this. Okay, this is the 10. This is the ones, and this is the 10s. Okay, one thing I want you to keep in mind is a 10, T-E-N-S. Tenth is T-H-S. Hundreds is E-D-T-H-S, and thousands is a T-H-S at the end. On the other side of the decimal, it's 100, 10, 1. There's no T-H-S. Okay, so that's how you know the difference between the tens and the 10. Okay, so we do 94.672. How that would read is 94 and 672 thousandths. Okay, so the 9, you have 9 tens. That gives you 90. You have 4 ones. You have 6 tens. You have 700, and you have 2 thousandths. So in scientific notation, 90 is 9 times 10. 4 is 4 times 1. Now this is going to be the tenths, so it's 1 over 10, and you do it 6, will give you 6 tenths, and then you have 7 times 1 over 100, and that's going to give you 7 hundredths, and the 2 would be over the thousands. It's 1 over 1,000, and that would just be 2. Okay, so this number, 94,672,000, if you broke it down, it's the same as 9 times 10, 4 times 1, 6 times 1/10, 7 times 100, and 2 times 1,000. And that's how you get this top number up here. Okay, so it's just something to think about. I will go ahead and post some practice of the scientific notation. And I just want to show you just so you get an idea. We'll do one without decimals, just so you know what I mean. If we were just breaking down if we were just breaking down, if we had 971, that's 971. What that would mean is, this is the hundreds, 10, 1. So this would be 9 times 100, 7 times 10, and then just 1 times 1. So that'd be 970 and 1. 900 plus 70 plus 1. Okay, so that's what I mean by scientific notation. So I will post a worksheet that has a combination of some whole numbers and decimals. But what you guys can do is, if you need to, remember, um, I'll post this too. You can always put the numbers in here if it makes it a little bit easier for you. All right, so I'll be sending the science link shortly. Have a wonderful day, and I just wanted to mention I'll be on vacation starting tomorrow, and I'll be back on the 24th. So if you have any questions while I'm gone, please contact Casey. Okay, you guys have a wonderful day.